Hello Pisces, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your weekly reading for the first week of December 2020. So that's from the 31st of November through to the 6th of December. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is the Magical Times oracle that I'll be using today to draw a couple of cards just to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom the mysterious oracle has for Pisces for the first week of December 2020. What messages are here for Pisces for the first week of December? What does Pisces need to know? Oh, well, I'll take that one, and I'll take that one. And let's see what you get. You start with adversity, difficulties. See the gifts in challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. So, difficult times, adversity comes to help us learn, to allow us to realize our strengths and rise to challenges and grow that way. So it's sort of, suggests that trying to meet challenges with a sense of optimism and hope. And you've got anticipation. Something wonderful is happening. Changes in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. So there you go. Difficult times bring change. The winds of change come with the storminess that may surround us at a certain time. But these challenges can bring openings to blessings, new beginnings. But let's see what the rest of the reading reveals. Let's see what's on the cards for Pisces for the first week of December 2020. What messages are here for Pisces for the first week of December? These aren't the easiest cards to shuffle. Let's see. What does Pisces need to know? So this is the BonefireTarot that I'm using, and I will use a 4-card spread. The first card depicting you, where you are now, your situation. The second card highlighting the challenges that you face. Third card offering some guidance from Spirit. And then the final card revealing your possible outcome to the week. And then beneath that I'll put an underlining row of cards to act as clarification and give the reading a little more depth. So here you have Justice to start with, and the 8 of Cups in your challenge, the Page of Coins, your advice from Spirit, and the 2 of Coins in your outcome, the King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Knight of Swords and the 10 of Cups are in your are the underlining cards, and you've got the Empress beneath that. So it does show that from what may be difficulties and challenges, if you rise to the occasion, you could manifest something really creative. And the underlining card in your outcome Rose particularly positive, so it's good. It's a good energy here. So justice, this is about cause and effect. It's about there's a sort of element in this reading about regaining your balance, finding the balance, and balance being needed. For some of you, it may well be like an outside decision that affects you, that has affected you. But the thing with the justice, it's about what you've given out, you get back. It's about realignment of energies and you know, there's a sense of in the balance, that fairness. So it may, for some of you, have been a difficult decision or something that was hard for you to cope with, but it's I get a sense it's sort of something that's fair. But what I mostly get when I look at the justice today is you sort of trying to regain a sense of balance, perhaps after a decision, perhaps after something's happened. And it's almost like the dust is settling. You've got beneath that the King of Cups. It's about, I get a sense here of trying to get on top of your emotions, trying to master your emotions and see things in a clear and logical way, using, wisdom and careful, moderate thinking in order to solve a problem or to move on to go forward with something, to move on to the next step, the next phase. I'll just see if I can move us over a bit because Brockett has come to sit there. So there you start with, trying to get things balanced, trying to get on top of your emotions. For some of you it might be, underlining this imbalance has been some sort of offer from someone that's quite, steeped in emotion. It's sort of really cut you to the core or affected you to the core, and sort of dredged up a lot of emotions that you're now needing to realign to find that sense of balance again. And your challenges, actually, you see, you've got the Eight of Cups, the challenges to sort of realize or to actually begin to move away from something that isn't fulfilling you, that's something that's lacking, an important element, and focusing on something better, moving on to better things. So there's your challenge, to move on to better things, to let go of what's not been working, and to find a new path towards perhaps growth in a spiritual sense or even a more material sense. And to cope with a change, to cope with a shift in things, and sort of kind of link it to the Justice card here. I get a sense that something has brought about a change, and coping with that change is a challenge. Seeing the positive in it, harnessing the possibilities in this change and making them work for you. It's sort of like the adversity card, seeing the gifts in a change, in a challenge, and using it in as positive a manner as you can in order to move forward. And that's moving forward to better things, to things that are more fulfilling. So we're having a very untidy spread with the cats. Yes, go away, Brockett. Right, so your guidance from Spirit, again, making something. This particular page of coins it depicts that old adage, life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So it sort of suggests taking your situation and using it as productively as you can, The Page of Coins generally speaks about beginning, taking on a concept and moving it forward into physical form, beginning an endeavor, a project, whether it's work related or more emotionally or home based, but it's taking on an endeavor and knowing that this is going to require focus and dedication, but something that's worth putting effort into because it has the potential to bring growth and a sense of abundance of value to you, whatever value is to you. And you have underlining that the Knight of Swords, this is a card of action. Again, like really moving forward with a sense of righteousness, with this, and following your integrity in a clear-headed way. It may, for some, especially if there's been disruption and disturbances and unfair, a sense that things have been unfair, it's about having that sense of, I don't like to use the word righteousness, but it's about feeling, getting in touch with what you believe is important in order to live an honest and righteous life. Sort of like having a sense of pride and integrity, seeking the truth. The knights are seekers, they go on quests, so I get a sense here of seeking the truth, trying to do things openly and honestly. So there, as an advice card, I get a sense of like moving forward, not letting go of your sense of integrity, keeping on the right side of your belief system, what sort of like being honest, being open, being truthful, but surging forward with a sense of righteousness and making the most of your situation, beginning a project. So a concept, an idea perhaps you've already had, and this might be where you're moving towards, where you're wanting to go to a new project, to a new endeavor, something that can ultimately bring you more value, more security, more stability, and a sense of fruition, a sense of abundance. And it's echoed here in your underlining card as well. The Empress at the bottom of the deck is all about manifesting, about abundance, but it requires your intent, it requires your energy, your effort, your focus. Yeah, when you look at these cards together, reading them in a very intuitive way, it's like this Eight of Cups is moving away from something that's no longer fulfilling towards a new endeavor, towards building something up, and that may require learning new skills. And then you've got where it takes you is the Two of Coins, but it's underlined by the Ten of Cups, which is, this is a joyful card. This is a, return, I get a sense of returning to that harmony, to that peace and that sense of balance. It's the Happy Family Cup, a card. It's in this deck it's depicted by a picnic on a hillside with a rainbow. So how more perfect can you get? Picture book happiness in as much as the people you care for and the people who care for you, aligning with them again, feeling in balance with them again. And there you've got the Two of Cups, getting that sense of balance, finding that with a bit of flexibility you will be able to remain steady in a time of flow, in a time of flux, and being able to juggle things and remaining on top, holding on to that sense of security and stability. And it's underlined by a sense of fulfillment, happiness, joy and peace, and especially in domestic situations. And as I say, it brings you to creating the birth of something new, the birth of a new idea or project, and with the potential for feeling fulfilled from it, and creating an abundance of joy and comfort around you. So, you're moving on from leaving something that's not fulfilling and moving on to beginning to build something up and being able to balance it all out, being able to maintain that security, that stability. So, your oracle cards fit nicely in with the reading, although it may be a change that you've found difficult. It's an opportunity to harness the possibility, the potential in it. It's an opportunity to harness the possibilities it brings. It may involve moving away from something, leaving something behind in order to embrace that, in order to start something new. But ultimately, if you're able to do that, it's something that you can build up in a very creative, intuitive and fulfilling way. And that's the anticipation. Something wonderful is about to happen, but you're the one, you're the manifester of that. You can create that through your intent, through finding the positive in the act of moving away from something. So there you have it, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and feel free to comment, and then have yourself a wonderful week. And God bless you till we meet again.